This video is going to look at fractiles or percentiles that are not necessarily just the quartiles. So we already know that the quartiles divide our data into quarters. However, percentiles are going to divide our ordered data into hundreds. So the 90th percentile does not mean that you made a 90% on the test. It means that 90% of the scores are the same or less than your scores, and 10% are the same or higher than your score. Percentiles are really useful for comparison. For example, Duke only accepts SAT scores if you're in the top quarter of SAT scores. Okay, it's very useful with large populations just to know how the ordering and what the population looks like when we use percentiles. So here is what the text, the OpenStax text, says about how to find percentile rankings. Let's use that here in an example. So these are the 29 ages for the Academy Award-winning Best Actor, and they're already listed. It's important in these situations that you list them, okay? So I need to find the 70th percentile of this data set. And here is what we're going to do. You're going to take 70 over 100. And then you have to be really careful, because if you just take the 70th data point, you might not actually include that data set that's the 70th percentile. Think about cumulative frequencies. You don't really hit that percentile and then until you're like through that data point piece, if you will. So what we're going to do here is we're going to multiply that by n plus 1 to make sure that we calculate all the way through the 70th percentile data point, if you will here. So 0.7, 70th percentile times 30 is our 21st point. So then I can count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 64 years old is our 70th percentile. All right, let's do that for 83rd. So 83 divided by 100 gives me 0.83 times 30. So the 24.9th point, which we're going to say is the 25th point. So this was 21, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 72 years old. All right, let's look at going the other way. And if I give you the percentile, if I give you the data point, can you find the percentile? Now, same thing, we need to make sure that we calculate that full point in our percentile. So what we're going to do is we're going to count to that number. We're going to count to 58, and how many numbers are below? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're going to say that X is 18, or there are 18 points below 58. Then we need to consider 58 as a number in the data set still. And if there were multiple 58s, then we want to make sure we account for those as well. So our calculation we do here is we're going to take 18. Now there's only one 58, so we're going to add half a data point to make sure that it is included in our percentile calculation. Divide by 29 and multiply by 100. That ends up giving us 63.79, or we can say the 74th percentile. All right, let's look at 25. So there is 3 data points below. It's its only data point, so I'm going to add half, divide by 29, and multiply by 100, and we get that this is about the 12th percentile.